Welcome to the second tutorial in the Berkeley Publisher Advanced series. In this video, we will go over a handy feature that is sure to increase your studio efficiency: copying and pasting. The main branch of the decision tree does not have to be very complicated. The feature call graph allows the developer of the decision tree to link back to other parts of the model very quickly. In the basic tutorials, we have used the call graph feature to link the end user to different graphs in our model, like applicable law and penalty. This way, you will not get lost in dozens of different branches and nodes. Instead, you'll be able to easily navigate through your decision tree. The call graph feature also allows us to copy and paste within our models, and sometimes even outside of the models that we use. This video explains how you can copy and paste all of the following with the Berkeley Publisher. You can copy nodes, actions, and even graphs. But how exactly do you do this? Let's continue to find out. Right-clicking on a node in your model will give you a few options. Here, you can copy the current node and its contents by clicking here or pressing Ctrl-Alt-C while you select the wanted node. You can insert these nodes wherever you want in the model. Select where you want to insert the copied node, press Ctrl-Alt-V or right-click and select Paste, and you have inserted your copied node. The same can be done for an entire graph. Similarly, you right-click on a node and select Copy Current Graph. You can not only paste this graph wherever you want it to be within the model, but you can also use it in a different model. For example, if you want the end user to fill in an NDA agreement, but also another related document next to it, you can copy both documents into one model. The publisher will suggest a new name for the graph for you, as it should not be the same as a graph that already exists in the model that you are pasting it in. Once you have done that, just copy the NDA model, navigate to your existing model that includes the other document, and paste the graph where you want it to start. Before we go into an example, there are a few things to keep in mind about copying between models. The first is that you cannot copy more than one model at a time. For example, if I copy my NDA to another model, it does not copy the subgraphs located in my modules node. Secondly, it is important to maintain continuity between variable names when pasting subgraphs. For example, the applicable law subgraph contains calculations that refer to the main graph. If I were to paste this graph into another model, I would have to make sure that I named the main graph main first, and this can only be done if the existing graph you are pasting it in already has a different name. In conclusion, make sure that you carefully cross-check the names of your variables with the names of the variables in the model that you are pasting it in. Lastly, you can also copy-paste actions used in the model. However, you can only do this within the same model. If you want to copy an action to a different model, copy and paste a node or graph. These will place all the actions within that graph or node in the model that you want to paste the action in, all of which you can edit independently later on. You can copy an action by hovering over the line you want to copy in the Actions window and right-clicking the action. You can paste this action wherever you like, as long as it is within the same model. For calculations, there is an extra feature that you need to know before you start copying. When you copy a calculation, you have two ways to paste the calculations into the model. The first, paste, or simply Ctrl-V, is quite straightforward. This pastes the copied calculation with exactly the same contents as the original calculation. This is different with the second way to copy-paste. Paste as new, as its title implies, allows you to paste the calculation as a new calculation. The actual calculation will stay intact, but the publisher will ask you for a new name. By using the copy-paste feature, you avoid having to make graphs all over again. Plus, you can also make more extensive decision trees without making them any more difficult, another step towards more efficient drafting of decision trees. To continue learning the advanced features of the Berkeley Studio, go on to the next video in this series, which discusses the source code.